Hello, y'all. We got some congratulations in order to do to Miss Tracee Ellis Ross. She has recently been named the lead of diversity and inclusion over at Ulta. So she's now going to be overseeing more minority black people being pushed more towards the forefront, being equal with their white beauty counterparts. They're going to stop the profiling of black people in their stores from what we hope and all this, that, and the third. But it comes bittersweetly. We got to address the negative side that comes with Tracee taking on this role. Cause y'all know Diva Wine don't forget sugar honey iced tea. And I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the issue that, Tracee had not too long ago, unbeknownst to her, because I think she still don't, she knows, but they don't played it down since then, honey. But we're gonna get into that in a moment. But first we're gonna tack on to the first issue in the room. Biracials being at more so the forefront of the cause when it comes to beauty and being labeled in stuff like this as black. Now, I'm not one to exclude my biracial, brothers and sisters, but it's like it gets to the point where we can't name not one unambiguous black person to take the charge of something like this. It's like we couldn't have. I mean, we couldn't have got a dark skinned beauty, somebody who's actually known for beauty based products. Because my thing is this: Ulta is more so known for their makeup products than their hair. Now they got hair care products and stuff in there, but when you think of Ulta, most people tend to think of makeup first and hair and skincare like secondary. Or skincare might be up there, but from what I see of Ulta, it's like makeup, skincare, hair care. So having Tracee, who is known for her hair and known for her beautiful personality, very unproblematic for the most part. We don't hear no issues in the industry with Tracee. She's like one of America's sweethearts. Like she don't, intentionally get in no shit. Um, so it's not a slight against her, but it's like you couldn't contact Jackie Anna. You telling me somebody like Jackie Anna couldn't took the job, or if Jackie Anna's booked and busy, honey. We got so many black, too much mouth on Nima Tang. On the lighter end of the spectrum, we got Makeup Shayla. You telling me you couldn't have found none of the actual beauty gurus who actually are very responsible for driving so many thousands of people in your stores? Because it's not Tracee bringing you into the store. Her darn gone product ain't been out that damn long. It's been Jackie Anna, Makeup Shayla, Destiny Godly. Yeah, people tend to forget about Destiny, but honey, I ain't forgot about Destiny, honey. Destiny Godly was pushing the girls up in the store. And then on our Curl Mill side, we got Missy Lynn and Nitra B and all of them. It's like out of all the doggone black women, light skin and dark skin, and I'm talking about the unambiguous and the racially ambiguous light skinned black women. Y'all go to the darn celebrity darn biracial sister who her hair care product just been out 2 minutes. Okay, but like I said, on the positive side, okay, she's a well-known name. She's the daughter of Diana. She is eccentric. She's fun. She's bubbly. Everybody universally loves her. This, that, and the third. But diversity and inclusion department from somebody who is born into wealth, who for the most part, I'm not saying that Tracee ain't faced no challenges as a biracial woman, but if you're talking about the black plight, we got to differentiate the black struggle plight from the biracial plight, because they are they're similar and sometimes overlap, but it's like two totally different struggles, especially when you get to Tracee's aesthetic being more so on the If she was just a tad bit lighter, she could be white passing in a way. It's like Tracee's struggle is not going to be nowhere near the same as Viola Davis' struggle. And we can compare Tracee to a light-skinned, unambiguous black woman. We can darn gonna bring up Kim Coles from darn going living single. It's my kind of world, and I'm glad I got my honey. We can bring her up to Kim Coles, Felicia Rashad, Debbie. You know, well, Debbie is real light though. I don't know, but you know, Tracee struggle is not going to be the same as a Felicia Rashad struggle. Tracee's struggle ain't going to be the same as, let's say, who else is light skinned? A Kyla Pratt. A Kyla Pratt struggle. Light skinned caramel, but unambiguously we know she's a black sister. And because once again, Tracee is biracial and very much has her father's features down to a T, honey. She looked more like doggone. If y'all ever seen Tracee's father, honey, Tracee looked more like her father than her mother. She got a mother hair and that's it. Everything else is that father all day. Except that skin tone. That skin tone is somewhere in the middle between the father and doggone Tracee. But yeah. She looks more like her father. And once again, I ain't saying that to be shady because usually when we say, you know, the child looks more like the father, that's a dick. No, honey. The father actually looks quite doggone. Honey, the father is a looker, honey. And Tracee, she has that goofy Mrs. Frizzle Magic School Bus type dazzle to her. She has that goofy sex, almost like a Tamara Marbury. Like, she ain't ugly by no means. She got a body, yada, yada. Honey, we seen enough of your body, Miss Tracee, honey. We know what you're working with, honey. You about like darn on Miss Erykah Badula, honey. We didn't know you had all that boo-doo-doo-doo in the back, honey, until you showed it off, honey. So Miss Tracee got it going on. She got the cute face, small waist, and a big bang. And she can take anybody, man. Okay? But this is not what the discussion is. We talking about, is she the right person to be headlining diversity and inclusion? Because once again, you just got called out not too long ago by Beyonce's hairstylist, Neil Farina. And I reported that over here early. And a lot of people slept on it, but back to life, back to reality. If I can turn back time, boom, boom. Honey, we want to turn back time and darn gonna let y'all rewind. Honey, we gonna rewind it back. And darn gonna put you back on game. Put you on game. Honey, Miss Ross, you got called out by darn gonna Neil Farina, Beyonce's hairstylist, for not allowing your products to be vendored by black beauticians. Now, that was a darn gone diversity and inclusion world right there, where you could have been one of the first brands to, partner with, black beauticians and darn going have black beauticians, using your products in the darn gone. And he wasn't just calling you out. I think he also called out Taraji P. Henson, but, Taraji shit, no offense, Taraji. Her shit's better for the men from what I'm hearing. The darn on shit smells like overpowerful cologne, honey. So you damn sure don't have to worry about the fruit floral smells of a lot of other hair care products. That's why most men tend to shy away from the natural products. Honey, go on here to go to Miss Taraji, honey. She got that cologne smell over there going on. But some people were saying the products with Taraji was so much hit or miss that then we don't hear too much about Gabrielle Union, so she wasn't mentioned. She got her hair care line, but we don't even see her darn gonna mention her shit. I think her shit done failed through. Who else? Issa Rae just came out with her. She only been out for just a quick second. Well, I haven't even really seen no reviews. I think I might have seen one from Hazel Goddess on her shit, and it really wasn't popping off on and everybody with natural hair now want to come out with darn on with natural hairlines. That's like all the girls back in the day that used to darn come out with the perfume lines. But Tracee Ellis Ross, you was called out by Neil Farina on not darn going providing products. And he wasn't just saying it for himself. You shut down all any inquiries about black beauticians. And he also called out Main Choice, I want to say, another black-owned brand. Mayo Organics, another black-owned brand. Now he got it wrong with Shea Moisture, because by the time he said Shea Moisture sold a couple years prior. And we told that story over here as well about Richard Lou Dennis selling Shea Moisture to Essence so he can take control of the magazine and make the magazine black-owned again. And he can support the black community more by way of media, and also helping by way of the Essence Fund to help, promote other black-owned influencers and businesses and stuff. So now Richard Lou Dennis is in a whole nother, stratosphere, is helping out black people overall. He really doesn't have too much say anymore over Shea Moisture. So Shea Moisture is no longer black-owned. So he lost me on that one. But yeah, he called out Shea Moisture and them too. But he damn sure also called out Tracee. He held Tracee to task. And I ain't heard no response back. And she can't say that she didn't darn gonna get the message. Honey, you can't tell me darn gonna Neil Farina, who's a public figure, who everybody knows, who has hundreds of thousands of followers, and several of y'all darn going celebrity friends and stuff overlap. You damn sure know who Neil Farina is. Hell, you just received some darn gone merch recently from Beyonce sporting off the Ivy Park. I know damn well you are familiar with darn gone Neil Farina. Anybody who is in any type of connection with Beyonce, you are familiar with Kim Kimble and Neil Farina. And my thing is this: the fact that she didn't even give a statement. She could at least made up an excuse, say, with her being so brand new, she can't take on the stress of trying to oversee delivery to so many different locations. It's easier to just deal with one location, because Ulta is responsible for, getting the products on the shelves and stuff to all the different locations, versus if I take on vendor accounts, then the responsibility, gets put on myself to make sure the products are shipped to all these different locations, these beauty salons, versus Ulta takes all that stress off my hands. See, if she would at least provided a PR excuse like that, or had her team to at least respond to Neil Farina, she wouldn't have came off as dismissive and elitist. I'm not going to call, Tracee a colorist. I ain't going to call her highlighting her biracial privilege up against Neil Farina. I'm just going to say that was more so a snub, and acting like she didn't darn gonna know what Neil said, and acting like she didn't see it, but she really saw it. And she just hoped that it didn't pick up enough steam and it would just go under, which it did, but I didn't forget. So now, with you being named head of diversity and inclusion, it just seems so ironic, considering that issue with you and Neil Farina wasn't just too long ago, honey. But that's just my thoughts. What are y'all thoughts, y'all? Y'all feel free to leave it down below. Like I said, we still mess with Tracee over here. Everybody's entitled to their one fuck up moment. We got the doggone hold people to task though. So, Aunt Tracee, you was dead ass wrong for doing cousin Neil Farina like that. You're dead wrong, honey. Go ahead and pick up your phone and converse with Neil. Honey, go ahead and pick up the phone and air it all out, honey. Air out y'all differences. Hopefully y'all might can get to that. But ultimately, it's very bittersweet that she's taking on this job. Like I said, it's not no slight against Tracee. Tracee is very lovable. Everybody likes her for the most part, but she does have her mess with her at times, unbeknownst to her. And it's subconscious. But now that she's made aware of it, she can take the steps to correct it. And once again, that's that. But once again, what are y'all thoughts on this situation? Feel free to leave it down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.